What's up YouTube? Old School NYC Gamer back once again, and today this is going to be a video response tag to PsimanUK's The Ultimate 6-Game Arcade Machine. Now in layman's terms, in his open tag, he basically states if you had a 4-player arcade machine with 1 joystick and 6 buttons for each player that was capable of holding 6 games and no more, which 6 games would you choose to install to make your ultimate arcade machine? Now after a lot of thought, I'm going to show you guys and gals out there my personal 6. If this is the only ones that I could build for this arcade machine, I would show it. So let's check that out, everybody, and we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, so the first game I would definitely have to install my 6 button. Damn it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The first game I would definitely have to install in my 6-game arcade, people, it would definitely have to be Space Invaders. For me, this is the very first game I ever played, and it holds a lot of nostalgia for me. I have a lot of awesome memories playing this. Such a simple game, but yet very challenging when you play it more and more. And everybody has their own strategy when they play this game. And, you know, there's not really too much to say about the game itself. I mean, it still holds up today. They've done remakes of the game, especially Space Invaders Deluxe, if I'm not mistaken, if that's the one that came out recently. For this game coming out in the arcades in 1978, I mean, it definitely took the country and if not the world by storm. I mean, I didn't get to play this game until 2 years later when I was about 5 years old. So even for me, 2 years later, this game was amazing to play. Okay, everybody, so now continuing with the space theme here, I chose Galaga to be one of the next games in my 6-game arcade machine. Now, basically, this is definitely a humongous step up from Space Invaders. This was released in the arcades by Namco in 1981, and, I mean, really, you really can't go wrong with this game. I mean, it has all the elements, you know, I mean, what else is there to say about it? This is one of my favorite games to play, and still, to this day, even after 25 plus years, almost, 30 years to the day, that, you know, I can't get enough of this game. I mean, what else can I say, you know? Awesome game. You know, I don't know if they say if there's a pattern to this game. I don't believe so, because to me it seems very sporadic. Even I've gotten as far up to stage 52 at one point when I was at my old job a few years back. And this game still holds up today. I know they've done a couple of remakes, and I wouldn't mind to see a really sick remake of this game for 2011, just to see how it would come out, you know? But yeah, other than that, let's go check out the next game. The next game I would have to build in my arcade machine, it would definitely have to be Time Pilot. I mean, I have a ton of memories playing this game when I was a kid. This came out in the arcades by Konami back in 1982. Me and my cousin played the hell out of this at the deli by his house. In like 1983, 1984. I mean, I have a lot of memories playing this. I usually used to get as far as the helicopter stage. I mean, even if I got that far, I was lucky. My cousin usually got pretty far in the game, and I believe he, maybe at one time, I don't know, I mean, he did get as far as, I believe, when they're basically the Jets, and I think that's the 5th stage, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, this is a classic game by Konami. I mean, to this day, to me, it still really does hold true. It's a very challenging game. It's a very quick game to learn, a very quick game to play. Very fast paced. You got to be on your toes. There's no really like laying down like I'm doing right here. So you basically just got to keep constantly firing and not run into freaking planes like I just did. But yeah, this would have to be one of those games I would be proud to have in my machine if I only had 6 games to choose from. So with that, let's check out the next game, everybody. Next up on my list, people, without a doubt, would have to be Black Widow. Now, some people would wonder why I would pick this game instead of Tempest. Well, for a lot of people, you know, this is actually the sequel to Tempest. This came out in the arcades by Atari in 1982. It kind of has the same premise as Tempest. With it being the vector graphics, it's definitely a little bit different. And, you know, I do like the game quite a bit. I mean, I played this a lot when I was a kid. And it's definitely one game that holds true to me. And, you know, for a lot of people, you know, maybe not, maybe so. But I would definitely give this game a whirl if you see it in the arcades. Or if you can't play it in the arcade compilations, it's definitely one you gotta grab. As you can see there, you know, not the easiest game to play, but, you know, definitely a fun game to play. Very hectic, very fast-paced. Of course, the goal is you gotta, you know, get the flies, and get your money so they don't morph into something else. And kick this one at your nest. And you gotta watch out for the little centipede right there. And you don't want those pesky bugs, you know, taking your money. Yeah, but that's all about it, people. So even though this game was quick, let me show you the next game here in the countdown. What arcade machine with a joystick and 6 buttons would be complete without Street Fighter 2? I mean, this is definitely one game I would definitely add into my arcade machine. It does hold a lot to me. I used to play this a lot in a pizzeria by my house with friends. And it's sort of douchebags who thought they were the shiznits and thought they could beat me. Back then I used to be a halfway decent fighter, but of course, you know, when you have people who don't have a lot to do all day, except play video games, they can basically, you know, hone their skills a lot better than I can. But yeah, I mean, come on, with 6 buttons, what are you going to do with 6 buttons? Just play a game with 2 buttons all day? I mean, this is one game that you can utilize all 6. And for Capcom putting this out in the arcades in 1991, it was definitely a step up from the original Street Fighter. I mean, you can't go wrong with this game. I mean, to me, this is one of the best Street Fighter games, even though it's one of the first. It still holds very true to me, it has a lot of nostalgia. And that's about it, people, so let's check out the final game here in the countdown, and I hope you guys and gals like it. That's right, people. For my final game here, I would definitely have to pick Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was released in the arcades back in 1991 by Konami. And yes, I mean, this is one game I would totally utilize all 4 players in my arcade machine. I mean, you can't go wrong with this game. I mean, it's awesome. You can pick between Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and I forgot the 4th one because I'm not going to lie, I wasn't exactly the biggest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan back in the day, but I did enjoy playing the arcade game itself. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that gameplay here, and show you what, you know, what could, basically, I can right now only pick 1 turtle because I forgot how to work the controls for this.
Hang on, April.
But this is a very fun game, and of course, The Simpsons, of course, came out later, kind of almost the same way it's done. You can play 4 players. And of course, depending on which turtle you are, you have a special attack that you can use. But yeah, people, this would be the final game I would install on my arcade. I mean, you know, not bad for the picks I wanted, but I definitely would enjoy those 6 games if it can only build my 6-game arcade machine. And that's about it, people. Feel free to check out the original tag video here. And if you feel like you want to do a video response, please do so. It'd be awesome to see other gamers out there, you know, with their opinions and seeing, you know, what games they would have in their machine. And that's about it, people. So, like I said, check out the tag video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a comment, and that's about it. Have a great day, everybody, and take care. Cheers.